Welcome to a place where hearts unwind, infinite threads that gently bind, love and compassion in every line. Together we rise through space and time.
Welcome back to Infinite Threads. I'm your host, Bob. Let's start with a breath in and out. And if you're here today, maybe it's because you're exhausted. Maybe you've reached that point where your mind says, I can't take this anymore. But your heart still whispers, I don't want to become bitter. And that whisper, that matters. Because it means that you're still alive in the places that count. There's a point that some of us reach where we've just given too much. Too much grace, too much understanding, too many second chances, too much silence when we should have spoken, too much energy into people, systems, causes, or relationships. These things that are not, they don't love us back. At least that's what it feels like. And when we finally say, I've had enough, we almost feel guilty. As if hitting our limit means we've failed to be loving. As if love must mean limitless giving, even when we're breaking. But guys, love isn't martyrdom. Real love, healthy love, has boundaries. It doesn't abandon itself to prove its worth. Let me say this clearly. I want you to hear it. There's nothing unloving about reaching your limit. There's nothing wrong with being tired. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is stop pouring from an empty cup. And not just for others, but for yourself too. Because you matter too. The version of you that gets drained dry in the name of being good is not the version of you that will save the world. The world needs the version of you that's whole. The version of you that knows when to say, I love you, but I can't do this right now. Or, I care, but I need rest. Or even, I'm not abandoning you. I'm just returning to myself. Letting go doesn't mean you stopped loving. It means that you started loving wisely. When you've had enough, you might feel tempted to harden, to put up walls, to burn bridges, to tell yourself never again. These are very common things, and we all go through it. But here's something beautiful. You don't have to become cold to stop bleeding. You don't have to shut off your heart just because others don't know how to hold it. You can still be warm and still be kind, still believe in love, but do it with wisdom and discernment. You don't have to let everyone in just because you're loving. Not all fires are open campfires. Some are hearths. They burn steadily, quietly, and safely. You can be a hearth. When you've had enough, it's time to check where you're loving from. These are important questions. Are you loving from fear? From need? From habit? Or are you loving from truth? Loving from truth doesn't mean that you're always soft. It means that you're aligned. It means you're not performing. You're not people-pleasing. You're not saying yes when you mean no, just to be seen as good. Loving from the truth says things like, I will be loved, but I will not lose myself to do it. Nobody wants that. That's not what true love is. If today you're tired, truly soul deep tired, you have permission to rest. You don't have to save the world today. You don't have to be anyone's miracle today. Maybe just making tea is enough. Maybe just breathing is enough. Maybe just sitting quietly and remembering who you are is enough. Because the version of you that is still choosing love, even when it hurts, even when you're tired, even when you've been misunderstood, that version of you is a miracle in progress. And guys, I see you. I see you. You're not less loving because you're depleted. You're not a failure because you reached your edge. You're human. And love honors that. It really does. Today, love yourself like someone who deserves to be here. Not for what you do, but for who you are. Because you are enough, even now, especially now. Thank you. Thank you for listening to Infinite Threads, guys. If this episode spoke to you, please share it with someone else who might need it. And if today you are struggling to keep loving through your exhaustion, I hope that you know this. You are still the thread. Always. Even when it frays. Even when it's stretched thin. You are still made of love. I put this across all the time. That's what we are. We are made of love. And that is your strength. That is your strength, guys. Until next time, stay tender, stay brave, stay real, and stay open to the thread of love that's holding you, even when you've had enough. I love you guys very, very, very much. And you know what I need you to do. Well, pass that on. Later, Gators. Bye-bye.